Hey guys, what's up? It's Dave from BetSum. Gonna go over my Wednesday lineups and bets for the NBA, daily fantasy, as well as sports betting, November 11th. We'll start with point guards. I like George Hill today at 6,100. I think that's a great price for a guy averaging 37 minutes a game. He's coming off a nice last game and he's 4 days rested, so he'll be one of my plays at point guards in the majority of my lineups tonight. I like Jarrett Jack at a little bit cheaper. He's averaging 33 minutes a game with nearly as many points, and he too is coming off a 4 days rest. And he's playing Houston, and this is a high point total. And Houston has the 26th ranked defense in the league. So I expect a nice night from Jack with at least 30, maybe a high ceiling of 45. And this game, again, is a high point total. So I like a lot of players from this Brooklyn at Houston game. Shooting guards, I'm going to pay for James Harden tonight. I'll be spending on Harden on most of my lineups, as I mentioned before. The point total in this game and the Nets don't have a great defense. No one should be able to stop Harden, and he's averaging 40 minutes and 53 fantasy points per game, so you really can't miss here, and I think he goes off tonight. As far as small forwards like Marcus Morris, 6,200. He's playing the Kings, who's a 28th ranked defense, and I think he could have a huge night. It's hard to find someone averaging 40 minutes a game, let alone for this price. So I hope he goes off tonight, and I'll be putting him in quite a few of my lineups for sure. I also like Joe Johnson at 4,800. He's one of my gambles and cheaper plays. This guy averages 35 minutes a game, so 4,800 is just a great price for that alone. He was slumping to begin the year, but he's had a few nice games. He's coming off a real nice game, and now he's playing at Houston again, 26th ranked defense, high point total, and off of 4 days rest. So I love him at this price. He'll be in a lot of my lineups, so I can afford some bigger spends. I like Ryan Anderson at power forward. He's averaging 31 minutes and 30 fantasy points per game, but right now he's the hot hand, and Coach Gentry is going to be playing him in place of Ajinka a lot at the moment. So I think that he's got a little bit higher of a ceiling. He could get more like 40 to 45 as he has been hot. And if he can shoot the ball well, then he could have a high ceiling tonight. But he's got a very nice floor at 5,700 for 31 minutes. I like J.J. Hickson. He finally got the start last game and put up 44 fantasy points in 30 minutes. I expect the same amount of minutes tonight as Jokic is still hobbled, but he is playing, but he's playing low minutes. So at 4,200, he's just a great price. Hopefully he can come anywhere close to that last game that he put up, and he should get the start again tonight. So again, great price. As far as centers go, this will be my second biggest spend with Dwight Howard in that high point total Brooklyn Houston game at 7,200. He came back with authority this past weekend. He dropped 50 fantasy points in 30 minutes. He's looking good lately. He looks like he's playing well, and he's not hobbled by that back issue. Should be a high-scoring game versus a poor defense. A great matchup. He's coming off 4 days rest, which is huge for Howard. I expect him to continue dominating at the moment, such as he has the past few games. So let's move on to who I'm betting. Tonight I'm going to be betting Sacramento -1. They're at home versus Detroit. They're 1-7, and Detroit is 5-2, and the 1-7 Kings are favored. This does make sense as DeMarcus Cousins is returning, and he should be able to compete and handle Drummond. And Sacramento's great on the offensive boards even without him. So this game, I think, basically the public is all over Detroit because 5-2 at 1-7. They're over 80% on Detroit. I think this line is very accurate, and I think Sacramento wins by 5 or 6. And Cousins coming back, and Sacramento is rested, and I think that's enough to get that team their second win. So good luck tonight. Hope you win some money, and join us tomorrow on betsum.com.